Hey, good morning there, South Park. How's everybody doing? Hey, I made a video yesterday to keep everybody in a loop, and unfortunately, there was no sound. The one microphone on one computer is not, let's say, behaving properly. So I had to go to my backup computer. So, very first thing, today is Tuesday the 9th. We are having a quiz this Friday on the 12th. Moms, dads, just start studying a little by little. And all the notes are on their computers here. If anyone needs a paper copy of notes, just let me know. I have them sitting on the corner of my desk. Okay, the very first thing is you need to know what a reservoir is. A reservoir is a man made lake. What it is moms and dads were talking about. We started our water unit and how water helps us, and how we have to sometimes build a dam, and a dam will do four important things, not one, two, three, but four important things. The very first one is it gives us um, an area. Easiest way I like to explain it to the kids is like a big bathtub full of water that we can use for drinking. We can also use dams to create hydroelectric power. We can also use dams to help and control flooding. Excuse me. And the last thing, we can use water from dams to help with irrigation for farming. So those are the four reasons why we have dams. And we're just going to slide right down here. And if you notice, moms and dads, we're starting to embed pictures. So the lessons, you can actually look, and sometimes that picture, that image might help trigger some more knowledge and remembering some facts here. All right, make sure that you know a dam is a barrier that stops or slows a river's flow. A great quiz question is, please name a man-made um, object that stops or slows the flow of a river. That would be a great quiz question that you could possibly see. Um, Pretty shocking. In the United States, there's over 92,000 dams. There's 3,347 within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and the state with the most dams, which was kind of surprising, was Texas. Texas has over 8,000 dams. As they always say, everything's bigger in Texas, and I guess so are those dam walls there. So, all right. Let me see. Next thing that you need to know is the reasons. Obviously, why I already spoke on that. Why that we need um, dams. The first reason is for fresh water. They store fresh water. Let me highlight this. I'm going to put that in blue. And also, uh, they are used for irrigation and farming. So make sure that everybody knows that. All right. One word that you're probably going to see on the quiz is the word turbine. Turbine's an engine that turns movement into electricity. So make sure right here is the word turbine. I'm going to highlight that in red. So everybody make sure you know exactly what a turbine is. Keep in mind, this quiz might be 20, 25 questions. It won't be, the biggest, longest test in the world. Hydro obviously stands for water, electric, hydroelectric power. We'll already have those in blue, so we're just going to let those ones be. And keep in mind the pictures are embedded, so it helps with everything. Um, Always know that dams help prevent flooding. When one area receives too much rainfall, obviously that rainfall is going to go from the higher level to the lower level. It is, like I said, Wednesday. Today is Tuesday the 9th. On Wednesday, they expect some serious flooding, especially in the central part of the state with the heavy snowfall, melting, and also you have inch and a half full of rain coming. So people are very worried about flooding. Now, keep in mind, at the beginning of the year, we went over the Pennsylvania emergency guide, and we said the first natural disaster, or the most common natural disaster in Pennsylvania, it's flooding. So I'm glad I went over that with the kids, so they should be prepared at home. Hopefully around here, not too much flooding. Next thing is irrigation. Irrigation is another word. 2-hour delay. So that's why the bell just rang. So I'm going to put this in red and make sure you know what irrigation is. It's a way that people take from the river, and they take those rivers through pipes and hoses and take it directly to the farms. Here's a picture of irrigation at work right here. How to build a dam. We went over this pretty intently here. I think we did a quick build. This is a detailed. Here's what I'm looking for. The quick build. Okay, first you have to move or divert the water. You got to move or divert the water. A lot of times they actually build a tunnel and they pipe the water through that tunnel, and they allow the area where the river is going to go to dry. Then after that riverbed dries, then you have to build a strong foundation. You have to build it on dry ground. So once that's done, then you can start building the dam with a lot of concrete, strong foundation. If you see moms and dads, I highlight my notes and I tell the kids to do that so everything stays important. Then you're going to start placing the little forms of concrete. They actually bring in forms and they fill them up with concrete. And as they dry, they move move the forms right along. And before you know it, you have a large dam wall. And then before you know it, you have to insert the valves. And what the valves allow you to do is control the water level. So, for instance, on this dam right here, I'm sure the valves are down at the bottom. If there was a lot of rain, they could release the water slowly, so the water does not go over top of the dam and collapse the dam. And moms and dads, if you remember during Hurricane Ivan, that was one thing they worried about. The Cannonsburg Dam right over in McMurray, Cannonsburg Lake and Dam right behind, right in front of the Little Lake Theater. We talked about that. Where, if you remember, the kids weren't born yet, but that water was coming up, and they were worried about that dam wall collapsing and flooding Heidelberg and Carnegie. And they had to start releasing water, which flooded Heidelberg and Carnegie, but not to the extent that if that dam wall completely failed. Once again, this is a 2-hour delay day, so that's why you hear the bells going off. We also named the biggest dams in the United States, Hoover Dam. We talked at great lengths. It's in the state of Hoover Dam's in the states of Nevada and Arizona. It's right on the border. If you ever have a chance, make sure you visit there. It's pretty amazing. The Glen Canyon Dam is also in Arizona. The Garrison Dam in North Dakota. And all we did, moms and dads, we looked up the dams. We went on the internet, top 5 largest dams in the United States. And all we did was put them down. I'm sure, hint, 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 you need to know a couple. Great quiz question. Of the 5 largest dams in the United States, name 2 of them. There's a question. Also, the largest Pennsylvania dams we looked. Now, one thing that you have right here is Kinzua Dam. That's about 2 hours from here. Great day trips, moms and dads. You can go up there, check out the dam. There's also Kinzua State Park, where there was a railroad trestle that went across the valley. A tornado came down the valley, knocked it down, and there's an observation platform. Great day trip, especially in the fall or summer. Maybe a weekend trip. Nice, beautiful, get out, see the countryside. A great trip. And also there's Racetown Lake, which is over by go like you're going to go to Breezewood, get off on 99, run 99 north, and you run into Raystown Lake. So we talked about those two. Great quiz question. Make sure you tell me the two largest dams in the state of Pennsylvania. So here they are. So listen, just get ready for the quiz. Today is Tuesday, 2-hour delay day. We'll figure out what we're going to go over. We're going to go over next the impact on dams on the sphere. So dams can do a lot of great things, but also they can damage some of the sphere, especially the geosphere and the hydrosphere. So reach out to me if you need me, 412-655-3111, extension 3105. I'm sorry about the other video that did not have the volume or the sound. This one will replace that one. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.